when I was 7 years old, I stumbled across my own father openly viewing porn. And ever since then, I had the curiosity to seek it out myself. I'm like, okay, I just saw some titties on a screen. This looks kind of cool. I don't know what's going on, but I am very captivated right now. I want to see what this is all about. So I would seek it out at the age of 7. And then from that age, I was hooked to porn. Ever since, it became a chronic addiction in my life. I thought that it was normal because when the son sees the father doing something, whatever it is, the son thinks that's normal. The son thinks, without being consciously aware of it, the son sees what the father does and he goes, I want to do that because I want to be just like dad. I want to impress my dad. I want dad to be proud of me. So whatever the son sees, sees the father do, he's going to replicate. Okay, that's just how it works. That's just, I can't explain that, but that's like the laws of nature, man. This is how we are wired, okay? And in the same context, if a son sees the father, hitting the bag, if he sees that, the son's going to want to hit the bag too. If the son sees the father lifting weights, the son's going to want to do some curls as well. That's just how it works, right? So this is a side tangent. It's extremely important that as young men, we become the father we wish that we had growing up. If we feel that our father has failed in some aspect, which is guaranteed because no father is perfect, but still, keep that in mind as you mature into a better, stronger man. So this addiction of porn, bro, fucked up my life big time. It absolutely destroyed my confidence. It gave me crippling social anxiety. When I would get attention from girls in school or growing up, I don't know what to do. I didn't really care because porn was more exciting. It gave me more dopamine. It was easier, bro. It was more comfortable, right? All I had to do was whip out my phone or whatever I had at the time, open the laptop, 10 seconds, type in whatever, hit enter, boom. So much easier that way. And it killed my confidence growing up as well. I was just very socially anxious. I would constantly sweat when I was in a social situation. If I just go to get a haircut, I was shaky. My face would go red just because of the attention on me. I grew up with a lot of shame. And shame is a terrible way to live, bro. Shame from this addiction, because we know deep down that porn is absolutely a shameful thing to partake in, and that we're not supposed to be partaking in this thing. And it annoys me to see so many people defending this addiction, so many people saying oh, it is healthy to jack off 21 times a month or something like that. Oh, science says it's good. There's nothing good about fapping to porn, and there never will be. There is not a single benefit. It does not relieve your stress. It adds to your stress, because when you don't have that porn, you feel more stressed out when you don't fap, right? Therefore, it adds to the stress. You did not need porn to mitigate stress before you discovered porn, right? It's not like porn is a natural thing. There's nothing natural about it, and it's free. Porn is free, right? So that means you're the product, right? It's free. You pay with your soul, right? It takes everything from you, bro. You live life in second gear. You get there's a smoke screen that gets added to your perception of the world. Everything just looks more gloomy, more dim. You feel more depressed, more nihilistic. So many guys are doomers. If you just stop fapping and porn, you won't be a doomer, bro. And then to cope with the shame that porn gives you, a lot of porn addicts will actually start smoking. They'll start drinking because they're like, man, why do I feel this void inside? The void was created by the porn addiction. And a lot of people, it annoys me when I hear this. Now I'm going to tell you this and you're going to wonder why you're annoyed by this, but I'll explain. When I hear people say oh man, look, a year ago I was fapping multiple times a day, and now a year later, I'm only doing it once a week or something. So I'm making good progress. It's dude, just stop fapping. You don't have to even do it once a week. You can stop for life. You can get out of this, man. I can say this with conviction because I was in a stage for a long time where I would fap multiple times a day for hours on end. When I get home from school, up until the early hours of the morning, I would just be blasting my mind, edging for hours, every single day on repeat. It gave me DPDR at times, where I would have out-of-body experiences when I was just walking from school to the school bus. I would see myself in this third-person view. It just ruined my life, bro. It destroyed relationships I had with people. It even killed my father. My father committed suicide because of porn, because it made him do unspeakable things. Think about Ted Bundy as well. The horrific things he did spawned in from this porn addiction, okay? The prawn led him to do these things because that's the nature of a dopamine sort of addiction, is that like chronic smokers, right? They all start with one cigarette. Chronic alcoholics all started with one drink, just an innocent one drink, but they needed more and more and more because the second drink doesn't match that first one. It never will. The second high will never match the first high, so either you need a stronger substance or you need more of it. And that's just the nature of addiction. And so many guys don't even realize they are addicted to prawn. And it's not a good addiction to have, man. And the excuses that you will come up with as a prawn addict when you are coping with this addiction is, oh, it relieves stress. It does not relieve stress, it adds stress to your life. Oh, but I was really horny and, you know, I had to do it because I was so horny. It's like, dude, this horniness is the drive of life. It's what makes you high on life as a man. Without the horniness, you feel empty, right? Post-nut clarity is proof that without the horniness, you feel empty, right? And post-nut clarity is another proof that you go, oh, what was I even doing? Why did I bust to this? There's proof right there that you have a good conscience that's telling you, or the Holy Spirit even is telling you, this was bad. We shouldn't have done this, right? And you feel that shame and depression, right? It's all caused by the prawn. And let me tell you, bro, use this horny feeling, right? Don't go, oh, I'm so horny, I can't sleep, I have to fap to sleep. Like, no, bro, use this horny feeling to build a business. Use this horny feeling to get jacked in the gym. If you're so horny, go get a fucking girlfriend, bro. It's simple as that. That's why we have that feeling in the first place where we want to fuck, right? Use that to go date some girls, bro. Go date some beautiful women. As simple as that. Don't fap to prawn like a weirdo, bro. Stop cucking yourself in life. Understand that you are the reason you're in this situation. It's not anyone else's fault. I used to blame my father's suicide for the reason that I was coping with that pain via prawn, right? Until I manned up. I grabbed my fucking nuts and I realized, look, if I don't step up to the plate, if I don't take ownership, if I don't take action and do the things I need to do to overcome this absolute despair, this terrible season of my life, this nightmare of a prawn addiction, if I don't take the action, if I don't man up, I'm gonna die this way. I wanna ask you viewing this right now, do you want to die this way? Because the sooner you take the action, the sooner you free yourself, the sooner life gets better. And let me tell you, life is not supposed to be this way. You're not supposed to be fapping to prawn. It is a weapon designed to keep you weak and docile and to just strip the backbone from you, bro. To have no frame as a man. To absolutely make you dependent on the system that we've been brought up in. And let me tell you, bro, life is so much better when you are free from that. To be living in shame for so long and to now just live in a state of love and abundance and happiness is a night and day difference. It feels like it literally feels like you walk into heaven. No more pain, no more shame. Life is good, man. So let me tell you, bro, a lot of the times when you are fapping to prawn, you can't seem to stop. You're like, I've tried everything, bro. You're escaping something, okay? You don't just accidentally like stay addicted to something that you are trying to stop. You are escaping something. I need you to set some time aside and just journal out what are the pain points of your life? What do you hate about your life? What do you want to change so desperately? And the fact that you haven't been able to change it is the reason why you were still fapping the prawn. You need to take time to do this. The sooner you do this, the sooner you get your freedom. You don't have to stay in this prison cell, bro. What I realized for myself was that I hated my current life, like my life setup, my lifestyle. I hated how I was a slave to this job where like you could say the Matrix, I just fucking hated it. And what I did was I worked a job long enough to save up enough money to fly to a tropical island for a few months to live my literal dream life with like-minded brothers, with high-value chads, bro. This season of my life living on this tropical island is about to come to an end, and let me tell you, this was worth it. So if you want to change your lifestyle, bro, if you want to experience the dream life, you can do exactly what I did. I got a factory job because entry-level factory jobs pay you like very, very, very well. I got promoted in there. I didn't party, I didn't socialize, sacrifice everything. All I did was sleep, work out, sleep, repeat. That's all I did for like a year. And I started networking with these individuals. How did I start networking? I am actually on a podcast. So through the podcast, through creating a craft, that's just being on my purpose, I stumbled upon these like-minded individuals, and then we formed the relationships, and now we had an opportunity to all meet up in person on a tropical island to live the dream life for a few months, and that's what we did. And let me tell you, the dream life is so worth it, bro. It's so worth it. And you'll notice if you follow through with this, if you're like 1% who's gonna actually take my advice, who's had a lifelong crippling addiction and who's successfully conquered it, bro, you need to change the lifestyle, bro. So do the factory job. I'm not gonna tell you this is gonna be sunshine and rainbows. The factory job is misery as well, but you have to pay the payment of suffering to get to where you want to go. You have to suffer more to get out of the current suffering. And if you're willing to do that, you will get out of this, bro. And I'm not saying this is the only way to quit prom, but this is how I did it, bro. I'm just gonna give you straight facts. So just know you can get through this. Just know it is absolutely your fault that you are still in this situation. This might not be what you wanted to hear, but this is what you gotta hear, okay? You need to get out of this right now. Stop, don't push it, don't wait another day, bro. Trust me, you wait another day. How many times have you said that? I'll quit tomorrow. And tomorrow turned into a week. Oh, now I'll quit next week. Next week turned into next month. And before you know it, 6 months have gone by. Oh no, it's not the right time. I'll do it after my exams, or I'll do it after this point in my life. No, do it fucking now, bro. What are you waiting for? Future you is like screaming at you right now to just quit, man. All you have to do is stop. That's it, man. So with all being said, if you have any other questions, leave it in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video. Your time will come. Peace.